sky, what is the color? White. More heat. When sun sets, what is the color? Saffron. Less heat. There's brahmachari, saffron color. Grahastha, white color, more heat. And again saffron sannyasi. So seeing a saffron color ball in the sky, the young Hanuman, he thought, this is a fruit I want to eat, and he jumped to swallow the sun. He was so powerful, Vayuputra. And all the demigods and the sun god saw somebody coming to eat me. They all got concerned and they panicked. And they went to Indra, said, SOS, emergency. He said, one monkey is eating sun. Indra had to immediately act. He cannot call a executive committee meeting to discuss this. So he threw his weapon and it hit Hanuman, and Hanuman fell down unconscious. Vayudev got very upset on Indra. He said, what is this? If there was a problem, you could have discussed. We could have provided a better solution. You directly did violence against my son. Vayudev withdrew itself, and there was nobody able to breathe in the universe. Now that is double panic now. Hanuman about to eat sun is a SOS. Vayudev withdrawn from the universe is double SOS. Nobody able to breathe. And Vayudev not listening. So they all went to Brahma. Said, Brahmaji, double SOS. Brahma took all the demigods to beg forgiveness from Vayudev and told Vayudev, don't do this. The whole universe will collapse. We will not only make Hanuman alive, each one of us will give special benedictions. So every single demigod gave a benediction that Hanuman will not be defeated by any one of their powers, neither with Brahmastra, nor Shiva's Pashupatastra, nor Indra's thunderbolt, nor fire can burn Hanuman, nor water can drown Hanuman. All demigods' powers would be weak in front of Hanuman. So Hanuman got so much powerful. He can defeat single-handedly all the demigods together. So much powerful. So being powerful and a small boy, Hanuman started playing with the powers. So where he used to stay, there were Rishi Munis in the ashram. And he would go and play with the Rishi Munis. Catch. And he would throw the Rishi Munis on the sky and catch them and take their offerings and fly away. And all sorts of mischief he will do. So the Rishi Munis know they can't do anything against him. He has power. Shakti of all the demigods. So in order to stop his mischief, they cursed him that you will forget that you are powerful. Only when you are reminded of your power, you will remember. They knew he was meant for the service of Lord Ram, and that is few years later. They said, okay, for few years, his mischief will stop. Whenever is necessary, he will be reminded, then he will serve Lord Ram. So Hanuman forgot that he is powerful. So he started living as a very ordinary monkey, as a servant of Sugriva. And Sugriva was afraid of Bali. And Hanuman was so powerful, he could have easily protected Sugriva from Bali. But Hanuman didn't knew he is powerful and nobody else knew. So Sugriva was afraid. So he used to stay hidden and Hanuman would stay hidden with him. Now Jamban reminded Hanuman. So Hanuman started the journey. So now I will tell two stories parallel. Hanuman's journey to search Mother Sita. Parallelly, a living entity's journey to search Bhakti. or Bhakti Devi. Hanuman is not an ordinary living entity. But Hanuman's journey to search Mother Sita has lessons for an ordinary living entity who is searching for Bhakti. So that each one of us who is here searching for Bhakti Devi. So once again, I am not comparing Hanuman with an ordinary living entity. But we are taking lessons of the journey. Okay? So keep these two tracks. So this class is all intelligent people like you who can understand two tracks in one class. One track is Hanuman's actual journey to search for Mother Sita as described in Ramayana. Other track is a living entity's journey to search for Bhakti Devi. And we'll see the parallels. Is that okay? Clear? I am not sure how this topic came today. I know the history that there is a devotee Nadia Chandra Prabhu in Melbourne. And one day I was in his car. We drove from Abu Dhabi to Dubai. At that time he was staying in Dubai. And I had 7 classes that day. So in the car I was describing this pastime. And it was so attractive. He missed his own address 2 times. I mean, he went around the house 2 times just so that I can continue. And I was thinking, when will the house come? So I stopped. And then this became a lecture. And now we are discussing it. So just as Jamvan reminded Hanuman that you are powerful, otherwise Hanuman didn't knew. In the same way, a living entity, each one of us is part and parcel of Krishna, but we have forgotten. So somebody outside us has to remind us. A sadhu, or a book, or a guru, who comes in our life and says, you are not a boy, you are not a girl, you are not Indian, you are not Australian, you are not father, you are not mother, you are not manager, you are not doctor, you are not brahmachari, you are not grahastha, you are servant of Krishna. Somebody has to remind us. On our own it will not happen. It will not happen by so-called self-help books or so-called motivational seminars. It will happen when a real sadhu steps in our life, or a vani of a real sadhu steps into our life and helps us to remember that I am servant of Krishna. I have an eternal loving service with Krishna, but I have forgotten it. And we need to revive it in this human form of life. That follows Newton's first law. What is Newton's first law?
E equals to U plus AT.
Right, that's the equation of the first law. Newton's first law says, law of inertia. Any object in motion or rest will continue unless acted by an external imbalanced force. So if you are doing sense gratification, you will continue unless an external sadhu comes and tells you stop. Right? We will continue our materialistic life unless we get association of devotees. So Jaman is the one who reminded Hanuman. Jaman didn't give power to Hanuman, he already had. He just has to be reminded. It's like you already have money but you forgot the password. So if somebody reminds you of password, he's not gifting you Lakshmi. He's giving you access to your own money. Right? Or you forgot the key of the tijori, of the treasure box. So in the same way, we already have love for Krishna in our heart. Nobody is going to give us love. Love cannot be obtained like this. Love is not a commodity. You can't go to Kohl's and purchase 2 kilograms of Krishna Prem. Love is not a commodity. Love is already there in our heart. But we have forgotten. So we have to remind and revive that love. So sadhu, a book, an event, and Krishna conscious prasadam activity, paraphernalia, a temple can be that external source which will remind me that I am servant of Krishna. I am supposed to love Krishna. I am part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. I am His servant. This is called Sambandha Gyan. So when we get association of devotees, that's our great fortune. Or when we give a book to somebody, that starts their spiritual life. When we give prasadam to somebody first time, that starts their spiritual life. When somebody gives Lakshmi to temple, that starts their spiritual life. Because they have given something to Krishna, and that's how love starts. So somehow or other, we should keep people connected to Krishna. There are some who will come to temple only on Ekadashis. There are some who will come only for Janmashtami. There are some only if they are invited as a VIP guest. Right? And we may think, I come here every Sunday. They never consider me VIP. This fellow comes once a year and he gets VIP line darshan. No, that's what he wants to do his bhakti. That's what he is expecting. Respect, honor, whatever. And that's fine. Let's give him so that he gets connected to Krishna. So in temples, if there are VIP lines, don't feel discriminated against yourself. Krishna is giving what one wants. You want bhakti, Krishna is giving you bhakti. He wants honor, Krishna is giving him honor. Somebody wants chappal, Krishna gives him chappal. So there are chappal chor in the temple also. Krishna gives everybody. So Iskcon is organized, created so that everybody gets opportunity to come in contact with association of devotees and be reminded that we are part and parcel of Krishna. So once we remember, we easily love Krishna. Nobody has to learn how to love. Like a lady becomes a mother first time. Does she has to go a bachelor's or a master's course on how to take care of child? Is that required? No, she knows how to take care of the child. She just has to have love for the child. She just has to have love for the child. Automatically, even the monkey knows how to take care of the baby. The dog knows how to take care of the baby dog. The rhinoceros and the elephants know, how the lion knows, the snake knows. All mothers in all species know how to take care of their child. They don't have to undergo any training. It's natural to love. It's the most easy thing to do in the world is love. And most difficult thing in the world is to hate. But today our society has become opposite because of our modern education. And hatred has become easy and love has become difficult. Look what kind of society we have ended up in. Fighting and violence and war and atom bombs and guns and tanks. This has become easy. And going actually across the border and saying, how are you? I am fine. Sorry if I have done some mistake. This has become difficult. So Jamban reminded Hanuman. And immediately Hanuman remembered. And he volunteered, I will go. I will go. I will jump 800 miles and I will search for Sita and come back. Angad, you tell me what should I do? Should I go and kill Ravan? Should I go and uproot the whole city of Lanka and give to Ram? Should I go and bring Sita back? Or should I just find out the location and come back? Angad, you tell me, what should I do? So many new projects are being created right now. All the monkeys, they don't have faith. He said, Bol Bachchan. He said, kya baat kar raha hai? When Hanuman saw nobody is believing me, he started increasing his size. Small monkey suddenly became 100 times his size. And everybody was seeing Hanuman like this. They started seeing Hanuman like this. Yeah, I think he can do. I think he can do. Yeah, you can do. And Hanuman started boasting, showing his muscles, wagging his tail, and telling his prowess that I can go and take the whole earth planet and throw it like a football. I can go and catch sun. And everything is selling. Everybody had trust in him now. Chamatkar ko namaskar. So this is called how a new devotee gets new enthusiasm when he gets new service. Like those who get into management first time, they are very enthusiastic. I'll change this, I will change this, I will change this, I will change this. After a few years they say, who will change me? Somebody else should do it. I don't want to continue. Right? Anything new? New student in engineering college, first semester, you think, I will come first. I'll get gold medal. I'll show them there's a scholar among themselves. They don't know. 8th semester, hey God, somehow I should pass. That's called new enthusiasm. That happens in new job, or a new student, new business. And that happens in new marriage also. Initially there's enthusiasm to become a king and a queen. And later on you all know better. So Hanuman was very enthusiastic, newly found power, newly reminded of his power. So new devotee sometimes is very enthusiastic. And sometimes he doesn't have knowledge that what he's getting into. So it's important we remain under guidance. Just because we know few shlokas and we know some basic philosophy and we have some success in our service in book distribution or organizing an event or managing some part of the temple, that doesn't mean we are greater than the seniors who may not be performing well at that time. It's just new enthusiasm. But there are lots of experience required. So Hanuman started boasting and showing his muscles and talking about his possibilities. So all the monkeys said, Hanuman, we have trust on you, you will do it. But so that you know it is urgent, you don't do some monkey business there. We will be standing here on one leg. So that you always recall you have to come back fast. Should not change the timelines. So Hanuman said, okay. And there was a big mountain in front of the ocean, Mahendra Parvat. In that same huge size, Hanuman went on the Mahendra Parvat and he got into a posture to take a leap, 800 miles jump. And he bent his arms and bent his knees and he jumped saying, Jai Shri Ram! And he jumped in the sky. As soon as he jumped, he put so much pressure on the mountain to take a leap, the mountain became flat land. And all the animals and all the sages and all the trees and all the loose rocks, they all flew with Hanuman in the sky and fell in the ocean. Because so much pressure was created and so much opposite force was created that the mountain broke and all the sages flew in the sky, and the trees got uprooted and flew in the sky, the rocks got uprooted and flew in the sky, and the flowers got uprooted and flew in the sky, and they all fell in the ocean down. That was his pressure on the mountain when he jumped. So much weight and so much volume and so much pressure. Force is equal to MA, F is equal to MA. So much weight and so much pressure he had, and he jumped. And sometimes he was above the clouds, sometimes he was below the clouds, he was sometimes visible, sometimes invisible. And because of his jump, the air created so much suction that so many waves came out and started dashing on his chest. But he was unobstructed, just moving forward. And the flowers fell down, and the trees fell down, and the rocks fell down. And Hanuman with great speed was going. Suryadev saw this jump, and he thought, I should do some service to Lord Ram. And he reduced his heat so that Hanuman doesn't feel scorching sun. Vayudev saw his son serving Lord Ram. He came and started making cool breeze so that Hanuman is comfortable, not sweating so much, and sun is not disturbing him. Even the demigods wanted to serve the mission of Lord. So the demigods thought we should do something to help Hanuman to carry out this journey. So they requested Mainak mountain. There is Mainak mountain which is under the ocean. He said, Mainak mountain, you come out. Then Hanuman doesn't have to go all the way 800 miles. He can stop on you, have some pizza, and then jump again. Have some prasad. A stop journey. So then it's easy. Obviously, anybody will think that way. So they told Mainak mountain, you come out. And this is true. Whenever you serve Krishna, all the demigods will want to serve your mission. The whole universe would like to cooperate with you when you serve Krishna. Still, if there are obstacles, it's because of our own laziness, because of our own tamogun, because of our own offenses. Demigods and universe and material nature are not there to stop Krishna's service. They don't do that. Only demons do that. So when we serve Krishna, everybody is cooperating with us. So Mainak Parvat came out and stood right on the face of Hanuman to offer service. But Hanuman thought somebody is there to obstruct. He is there so that I don't serve Lord Ram. He took it negatively, and Hanuman wanted to break the Parvat with his chest. So Hanuman raised his arms like this. He was about to crash the mountain on his chest and break it so that he can continue in the journey. So when he was about to do that, Mainak Parvat himself as a person came on the top of the hill and folded his hands. Vancha kalpatrubhayascha kripa sindhu bhayavacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishvanam. Hanuman Prabhu, I am friend. Don't dash your chest with me. Then he said, I am very obliged to your father Vayudev. Long back, mountains had wings and they used to fly, and sometimes they used to land. And if they land on Perth is finished. So all the kings complained to Indra that they suddenly land without any prior notice. So Indra started cutting the wings of all the mountains. Vayudev told Mainak, I will help you. And Vayudev put Mainak inside the ocean with his wind power. And that's how Indra couldn't cut the wings of Mainak. So Mainak said, I am obliged to your father and I want to do some service to Lord Ram. So please stop on my top, have some prasad, and then you continue your journey. Demigods have requested me to offer you service. Hanuman said, thank you very much. The offer is very nice, but sorry, I cannot stop. I want to go. So he just touched his thumb and went. So this is a very important lesson for us. When we are doing bhakti, we will get lots of material benefits in between. And if we stop for those material benefits, our journey is finished. Maya will attract us. After giving commitment to our 16 rounds or initiation or sadhana bhakti or service in the temple, we will suddenly get better offers in the job. And then there is a choice whether to serve in the temple or continue my initiated vow or 16 rounds or do this job. Or we will suddenly get material benefits in front of us, which will take us away from our journey to search for bhakti. And we have to politely say no. We don't have to continue that. We don't have to accept material benefits coming on the path of bhakti. It may be name, it may be fame, it may be followers, it may be respect, it may be profit, it may be adoration, it may be material facilities. Somebody who does preaching, followers get in front of him, money comes and name and fame comes. Somebody does kirtan, he becomes famous kirtanier, and people start respecting him, and people start becoming fan and offering wealth. So lots of material benefits come to a devotee who is practicing devotional service. And if we take those, we will not get Krishna. We get Krishna only if against our bhakti we don't take anything else. As soon as I take something against my bhakti, Krishna is very happy. Okay, he took the result of his bhakti, I don't have to give myself to him. So if we take any material benefit as a result of our bhakti, we lose Krishna. We don't get Krishna. Bhakti is not for material benefit. We don't do bhakti to amass some followers. We don't do bhakti to get some money. We don't do bhakti to get some name and fame. That is like going to the king after a very difficult appointment, meeting him and telling him, my dear king, since 2 years I am waiting in the line to meet you. Finally I met you. I am so grateful to you. And the king says, what do you want? He says, $1. You met the king, now you can ask him so many other things. You are asking $1. So serving Krishna and you ask some money or some house or some car or some cure of your health. So very small thing we are asking after giving a very big thing. Doing Mangalati, doing 16 rounds, doing Guru Puja, doing Bhagavatam class, doing Ekadashi, and doing Janmashtami and 4 regulative principles year after year, and in return asking little dollars, little car and house. You are a very bad businessman. Very bad bargain. It's like going out in the shop, selling $100 for $1. Take $100, give $1. Purchase $100 by $1. Doing Mangalati, doing chanting, what we can get is Krishna and Krishna Prem. We can conquer Krishna. He can be in our heart. But we lose that opportunity and ask for some material benefit which is temporary and which will go away after a few years anyway. Or at our death, everything will be gone away. Dhruva Maharaj did 6 months of tapasya to gain a kingdom greater than Brahma's kingdom, greater than this universe, greater than his fathers, grandfathers and Brahma's kingdom. And he got darshan of Vishnu. And what did he say in the prayers? I was looking for broken piece of glass and I got a diamond. Guru Maharaj said. And what we want to do, we want to give diamond in exchange of broken piece of glass. That's wrong. So devotee should not desire material benefits in return of his bhakti. Material benefits are easy to obtain. Without bhakti also. There are people who are rich, there are people who have car, there are people who have house, there are people who have good health without bhakti. Just by small pious activity. But bhakti is for conquering Krishna, is to become a dear associate of Krishna in Sri Vrindavan Dham. Is to love Krishna like the gopis love, like the sakhas love, like the Yashoda Maiya loves. The gopis would come to play with baby Krishna, small child, and they'll bring a laddu and they'll show the laddu to Krishna. Say, Krishna, do you want laddu? Small Krishna will say, yes. Say, then you dance. And small Krishna will dance, ta ta thaiya, ta ta thaiya. For what he will dance? For laddu. And he's a small boy, he will dance and his legs will get pain. He will be tired. I am tired now. Said, okay. They will break the laddu into half, put half laddu in his mouth. Say, is it nice? He said, yes. He said, you want half more? He said, yes. Then dance again. And for half laddu, Krishna will dance again. Do you really think he wants laddu? That is love. The gopis control Krishna with half laddu. So something like this we can get. We can get love which can conquer Krishna. But we want some material benefit. That seems to be a bad bargain. So just like Hanuman, he got some opportunity to take rest. He got an opportunity to eat some prasad. He got opportunity to land. But he said, no, I am doing service for Lord Ram. I don't want to stop in between. And he continued, and the demigods were very happy with Hanuman. That he is not attached to material benefits. And he moved forward. And the demigods started discussing that Hanuman is powerful. Hanuman is skillful. But Lanka, to penetrate Lanka, you don't need just power and skill. You need some cleverness also. Otherwise, he will get killed there. And if Hanuman is exposed there as Ram's spy, Ravana can kill Sita. And the whole mission will be futile. Because till now, Ravana doesn't know that Ram and Sugriva are together and they are searching for Sita. As soon as Ravana has this information, he can very crookedly kill Mother Sita and finish the game. So they don't wanted Hanuman to go and spoil the project. So they wanted to know, is Hanuman clever enough? So they told Shurasha. Who is Shurasha? She is mother of all the Nagas and she stays in the ocean. They told Shurasha, you come in the form of a Rakshasi and test Hanuman's cleverness. Is he clever enough to do this project? So Shurasha came out in the form of a Rakshasi with big hair, reddish eyes, big mouth, big sharp teeth, laughing. And she came out in front of Hanuman and said, hey monkey, breakfast, come, I will eat you now. Hanuman said, Mataji, I am going for service of Lord Ram. Please don't stop me. He said, you can't go. Brahma has given a boon to me that whoever comes in this area, I can eat that person. This is authorized to me and nobody can pass me. Hanuman said, look Mataji, Brahma has given a boon. I respect Brahma. So let me go, search Mother Sita, come back, give information to Lord Ram. Then I'll come and you eat me. Boon will be taken care. You eat me, no problem. But let me do service to Lord Ram. She said, why should I wait when I have food ready? And who believes the monkey, whether you will come or not? I have a boon, you will have to enter my mouth. And she made her mouth huge. Hanuman said, I can't enter your mouth is very small. And Hanuman made his size bigger than her mouth. So she expanded her mouth 20 miles. So now you can enter. Hanuman expanded 30 miles. How can I enter? She expanded 40 miles. Now you can enter. Hanuman expanded 50 miles. Said, how can I enter? This went on, 60, 70, 80, 90. When her mouth was 90 miles, Hanuman made himself very small, went inside and came out. He said, look, I entered. This is cleverness. So she was very happy. Hanuman realized, if I keep on increasing my size, it will not solve the problem. But if I reduce my size, it will solve. And my dear devotees, in your search of bhakti, if you try to increase your pride and ego, no problem you can solve. But if you become humble, you can solve any big problem on the spot immediately. Any problem with your friend, with your relative, with your fellow devotee or with a stranger on the road, if you are humble, you can very easily sort it out. But if you are proud, standing with your idea and ego, thinking that I am great, you cannot solve, the problem will increase and increase and increase. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, for any devotee, the way to practice bhakti whole day, Kirtaniya Sada Hari, is Trinad Api Sunichena, Taro Iva Shaishuna, Amanina Manadena, Kirtaniya Sada Hari. So in our journey to search for Sita, in search for Mother Bhakti, we will come across problems, we will come across other people, and there will be a competition. There is always competition when two people come in contact. I can be better than him. No, I will be better. No, I will be better. No, I will be better. Where will this end? It will end when you pay obeisances. It will end when you do pranam. It will end when you touch the feet. It will end when you are humble. Without humility, this competition will never end between two devotees, between two fellow people. The competition to show I am better, the competition to show that you are less than me, I am better than you. This one-upmanship is going on all around the world. Everybody wants to show that I am the bigger dog. I am more better in barking than you. Dogs do that. And humans are also doing that. I have better nuclear weapons than you, I have more bombs than you, I have more tanks than you. Every country is doing that. Every society is doing that. This will never end. Only when we bow down, it will end. Any relationship, when we bow down, it gets sorted out. So Hanuman showed us, and this is a lesson for every one of us, that any competitive idea if you have in bhakti, it will not work. Any effort you want to put to show you are a better devotee than somebody else, it will not work. Any effort you want to share with the audience that give me more value, I deserve more respect, it will not work. Anywhere you want to put somebody down, that he has less value, he has more faults, it will not work. But when we are servant of Krishna, then it will work. That is humility. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami said all devotees should write down this sloka, Trinadapi Sunichena, Taro Riva Shaishuna, Amanina Manadena, Kirtaniya Sada Hari. Make a pendant of it and wear it in the neck whole day to remind yourself that without this humility and without tolerance and without Amanina Manadena, one cannot perform bhakti 24 hours, one cannot develop Krishna prema. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu highly emphasized humility. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu highly emphasized tolerance. So staying in association of devotees, these qualities are very, very important for us to perform bhakti. If we are not tolerant, if we are not humble, so many kind of unpleasant experiences we will have in life, and that will not allow us to think of Krishna. We'll keep thinking of those unpleasant experiences, and we'll keep thinking of people whom we blame for those unpleasant experiences. If somebody insulted us today, we think of it for next 10 years. How does it help us? We should forgive and forget immediately, not wait for them to ask forgiveness. It's like somebody giving you a burning coal in the hand. Somebody giving you a burning coal in the hand. and you say this is wrong. Why did you give burning coal in my hand? Unless you say sorry, I will not throw this. And you wait for 10 years. I will not throw unless he says sorry. Arey, what you are doing? You are burning yourself. So somebody insulted you. Okay, it's wrong. You should not have done that. But till 10 years, I'll keep it in my heart, burning, 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 till the person says sorry. Who is getting benefit by this? And who is getting lost by this? 100% we are losing. We are keeping that experience and that thought in our heart. And like this 10, 20 issues and agendas, or maybe 100, 200 agendas are in our heart. Our heart is occupied. Our heart is full. And Krishna will not stay in a heart like that. Krishna likes single accommodation. He doesn't like shared accommodation. Krishna will not like to stay where there's somebody else already occupying, positively or negatively. Krishna wants 100% attention. He doesn't want anything less. And especially he will not stay in a heart which is already full of dirt, already full of negative qualities and revenge attitude or envious attitude or anger. He will not like. So better we empty our heart rather than keep it inside just because somebody gave an unpleasant experience. Let's forgive that person and let's tolerate because somebody is tolerating us. We are not perfect. We have also our imperfections and we have also done our part of contributing in somebody's bitter life. Right? Imagine there is one more person exactly like you, exactly duplicate like you in the universe. Will you like to stay with him in the room? You will have to tolerate a lot. So somebody is already tolerating us. So we should happily tolerate and forget, knowing this pain is my responsibility. It has come because of my previous karma. I don't have to blame A, B, C. So humility and tolerance. Without that, we cannot continue our journey. So Hanuman became so small, went into Surasha's mouth and came out. He said, Brahma's boon done. Surasa clapped. He said, very nice, I bless you. You will be successful. And he continued his journey. As Hanuman was flying, suddenly, right in the space, his body stopped. Neither going forward, nor going backward, nor going up, nor going down. His body stopped. What was it? Bermuda Triangle? Down there was a Rakshasi, Simika, and she caught the shadow of Hanuman. And she had that power. Through the shadow, she can control the person. We all have shadows. We all have some dosha, some fault, some black things in our life. And there are people who will use our weaknesses, our faults to control us, to not allow us to grow. There are people who are exploiters. When they know about our weakness, they try to exploit us. When they know our faults, they try to exploit us. Simika is like that. She caught hold of the shadow and using the shadow, she pulled Hanuman down. And she told Hanuman, I got nice breakfast today. Hanuman said, Mataji, look, I am going to serve Lord Ram. Please don't stop me. She said, I am a Rakshasi and you are my food. And nature has ordained for a person who is hungry to eat his food. So you go into my mouth. And she expanded her mouth. Again the same competition started. Hanuman expanded his body 10 miles, 20 miles, 30, 40, 90, 100. And this was going on. Immediately Hanuman became so small, went inside her body, went to the heart, teared the heart open, went inside the soft organs, teared the organs, made a hole in her waist and came out. Hanuman killed her. And this is how one has to go through all the ignorance and break it with knowledge. All the people who try to discourage us or exploit us. A devotee should not exploit others and should not get exploited. A devotee should not abuse others and should not get abused. A devotee should not manipulate others and should not get manipulated. A devotee should not disturb others and should not get disturbed. A devotee should not fear others and should not be a source of fear for others. A devotee should protect oneself, should not cheat others and should not get cheated. So there are people around who may exploit us, use our weakness against us. But we have to use knowledge. We have to have a support group. We have to have well-wishers who will help us to go through this life. And in that way, Hanuman afterwards, and with no obstruction, he landed in Lanka. He landed in the forest of Lanka. In the forest, he reduced his size so that nobody sees him. He went around. He saw huge boundary walls, and he saw armies and soldiers, big Rakshasas, 10 times his size, with very ferocious faces and very different shapes. Somebody has a donkey head, somebody has horse head, somebody have eyes in the chest, somebody has mouth in the forehead, and somebody has horns, and they all have all kind of weapons, and they're very ferocious, very muscular, and they will not allow even a small fly to come inside, guarding Lanka. So Hanuman thought, if I go now, it will create a scene. Let me wait for dark. After sunset, I will go in hidden way. And he waited. And when it was sunset, he became like a small cat. He didn't become a cat, the size of a cat, but he was a monkey who can jump. And he jumped the boundary wall and he went inside, but he couldn't go undetected. One very huge female Rakshasi caught him. She said, "Who are you? No wandering monkey can go inside." And she stopped Hanuman. Hanuman got upset. He said, "You cannot stop me. I just come here to see the city." She said, "This is city of Rakshasas. If you go here to see it, you will become food of them. They will eat you up. So better you stay away. You cannot go inside." And she hit Hanuman. She was Lankini. She was a predominating deity of Lanka. She used to guard Lanka at night. Very powerful. So when she hit Hanuman, Hanuman got angry. She hit her. He hit her. But he hit her lightly because he is a lady. She should not hit the lady too much. And she fell down in pain. And she got up. And she told long back, Brahma told me when one monkey overpowers me, at that time Lanka is about to be destroyed and Ravana is about to be killed. So I know that day is about to come. This is Brahma's prediction. I can't do anything. You enter. And she disappeared. And that's how Hanuman went. And he saw such an opulent city. All the houses are made of gold. And the windows and the doors are decorated with diamonds and pearls and rubies and emeralds and sapphires and crystals and corals and lapis lazulis. And so opulent houses and doorways and staircase and roads and footpaths. Everything was so opulent. And he started seeing inside the window of all the houses to search for Mother Sita. Somewhere there is a lady decorating herself. Somewhere there is a lady dining with her husband. Somewhere there is a lady dressing herself. Somewhere the lady is waiting for the husband to return. Somewhere the husband is already returned and they are sleeping. And all kind of household scenes he saw. On the road he saw big Rakshasas having a wrestling matches and blowing hard with their punches and kicks and beating each other and howling. He searched every single house of the city, every single street of the city, every single corner of the city. He didn't find Mother Sita. And finally he went to the main palace of Ravan on the Trikut Parvat, full gold palace with 1,000 pillars and all around surrounded by water bodies and so many soldiers, and one soldier was so big having so huge weapons and so ferocious face that nobody even dared to see and glance in that direction. But a small monkey, he just went undetected. Maybe some soldiers saw the monkey, but they were not worried about what a monkey will do. And he went inside, and many floors were there. Some floors were full of food, and some floors were full of all kind of celestial dishes, and some floors were full of all kind of meat, and some floors were full of all kind of liquors. And there was a room full of gems, and a room full of gold, and room full of emeralds, and room full of rubies. All the treasures, and all the possible weapons, and all the possible special items all over the universe Ravana had collected there. And he went to the floor where Ravana used to stay. So many maid servants and so many wives and queens of Ravana had kidnapped every single part of the universe, so many ladies, and finally made them the queens. And they were all staying there, and they were all eaten meat and drank liquor, and they were intoxicated. Somebody was sleeping on the bed, somebody on the sofa, somebody holding another queen, and somebody sleeping on the lap of somebody, and somebody was half dressed, somebody was undressed, somebody was improperly dressed, somebody was playing with the veena, and all kinds of beautiful ladies in various states of dress and undress Hanuman saw. And finally he saw Ravan in his bedroom. Such a big body and big crown, and so much gold he was wearing in his fingers, diamond rings and pearl necklaces, and very huge body, and snoring and sleeping, intoxicated. Whole room was smelling of all kinds of meat and liquor, and so many queens were there around his bed. And as soon as he saw Ravan, he felt disgusted, and he thought, I should kill him right now. But he controlled himself. He saw the Pushpak Viman also. And then near the bedroom of Ravan, he saw on a very elegant sofa one queen sleeping, very calm face, a very peaceful face, very attractive, very beautiful, long hairs and very nice eyes. And Hanuman thought, I found Sita. She is different from all the queens, and so calm and so peaceful, sleeping, adorned with golden and ornaments and pearls and diamonds and silken sari. Hanuman became so happy, like a monkey. He started jumping up and down. Hari bol, Hari bol. He climbed a pillar, came down, again climbed, again came down, again climbed, again came down. He jumped over the pillars and he kissed his tail, and he was very happy. Then he realized, no, this cannot be Mother Sita. Mother Sita will never accept this third-class Ravan. She will never wear Ravana's golden ornaments and diamonds. She will never wear a silken sari and sleep in the bedroom of Ravan so peacefully. She will never abandon Ram. She will never be like that. And that was true. That queen was Mandodari. Sita will never accept Ravan. But Hanuman, when he was searching for Sita, he found Mandodari, and he thought, I found Sita. This happens with a living entity who is searching for bhakti, and he gets name, he gets fame, he gets respect, he gets post, he gets position, and he thinks, I am an advanced devotee now. Otherwise, why 100 people are paying me obeisances? Why they are making me temple president? Why are they giving me sannyas danda? Why I am the first person to speak on the Vyasasana? I got bhakti. But actually, bhakti is very different from all these external respects. Private victory is better than public appreciation. In private room, how you are conducting yourself, whether your senses are controlled or not, defines bhakti. Public appreciation and public claps don't define bhakti. Public give you position of a senior devotee or an advanced devotee or a temple president job or a GBC job. That doesn't define your bhakti. It is just a managerial position. There is difference between seniority and advancement. To become senior means either you are senior by age, or you're senior by initiation, or you're senior by management, or you're senior by ashram. But that is not your contribution. That is not bhakti. You can become senior. You know, it's very easy to become senior devotee. Should I tell you the formula? Just be alive. Just keep breathing oxygen, giving out carbon dioxide. After a few years, you become a senior devotee. What is your contribution in that? Or a senior family member, or a senior officer in the office, or senior person in the samaj, in the society. That is not main thing, to become senior or to become managerial position. No, that doesn't define bhakti. Bhakti is something different. But when somebody becomes senior and he gets respect and he thinks I have become an advanced devotee, that is called illusion. Illusion means that which is not. It is Mandodari, it is not Sita, but Hanuman thought it is Sita. That is called illusion. So I am not advanced devotee, but I am getting respect as a senior devotee and I am thinking I am advanced. That is illusion. You are getting me? So thinking of that which is not bhakti as bhakti is illusion. And years, if this illusion is going on, it is called progress of illusion. The illusion is progressing. But if you are thinking you are progressing, it is called illusion of progress. So illusion of progress of illusion. In between two illusions is your progress. What will happen? No progress. So seeing our internal introspective side, introspecting our heart, we will understand how much I am advanced in bhakti. And what is the symptom of advancement in bhakti? Whether I am getting taste in the holy name of Krishna, whether I am getting eagerness to serve Vaishnavas, whether I am getting compassion for other living entities. This is the sign of advancement. Whether I am getting respect, whether I am getting disciples, whether my lectures are popular, whether my kirtans are popular, whether I am getting more invitations, whether I am getting a post, these are not signs of advancement. This is institutional, measurable advancement, institutional advancement, position advancement. This is not bhakti advancement. Bhakti advancement is my taste in the holy name, my compassion, my good qualities, honesty, truthfulness, tolerance, forgiveness. All this quality, peacefulness, self-control, austerity, cleanliness. That is advancement. And that is why Iskcon is made for, to advance in bhakti. Not just to make advancement in material positions of organization or some name, fame, followers or number of likes on my YouTube channel. That is not advancement in bhakti. So seeing Mandodari as Sita is illusion. So seeing our material designations as advancement of bhakti is illusion. And if you don't see that, then the illusion will keep increasing. That's illusion of progress. And that's not good. So Hanuman could understand. I didn't find Sita, I found somebody else, but I thought it is Sita. So he again came out to search for Mother Sita. Of course, it's a long story. It's 9 o'clock, I will have to end. We will take part 2 in the next class, whenever we gather. Because he still has to find Sita. And a very important question in part 2 is, he found Sita but still he went without Sita. He didn't carry Sita. He went to Lord Ram without Sita. So finding bhakti and receiving bhakti, they are two different things. Finding bhakti means finding the location of bhakti. But receiving bhakti is something else. So that we'll do in part 2. Okay? We'll end here. Thank you very much. Shri Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. If there are any comments or questions, you may please ask. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Pranam. Thank you for the wonderful classroom. In terms of like when Hanuman got his powers, right? Or not got his powers, he was reminded of his powers. Such tremendous powers, it gives a lot of boost to the false ego, right? Like when I'm not saying of Hanuman, I'm just saying like these kind of situations give tremendous boost to false ego when you get power suddenly, or when these kind of things happen. How did Hanumanji tackle that false ego and still stuck to his task? Like, how and what can we infer from that?
Well, Hanuman did not tackle false ego because he didn't have. The question is appropriate for us that when we get some power or position, we have false ego and how to tackle that. Right?
Yeah, but when you said he was boasting about his muscles and everything, I thought that was a kind of an infusion of ego, and then he tackled it.
Well,
within
no.
himself.
Well, no, my presentation was just using this language, but he was boasting in the sense he was creating a confidence in his fellow mates that I can do it. Right? So, but yes, ordinary living entities, even Lord Brahma, when he was told to create, he denied. He's saying, if I create, then my false ego will increase, that I am the creator. First you solve this, then I will create. He denied to Krishna. So with every power or with every facility comes responsibility. Facility and responsibility are two sides of the same coin. If you have facility, you have a responsibility. You don't get facility without responsibility. You don't get power without responsibility. You don't get position without responsibility. So a person before receiving a facility should be trained to execute the responsibility. A person before receiving power should be educated to handle the power. Power is to be used for the weak person to grow and not against the weak person. So if you have more money, if I have more money than somebody, then I have wealth power and I should use it to make him grow. If I have more bodily strength than somebody, then I should use my bodily strength for the weak person to grow. If my age is more than somebody, then I should use my strength to grow. Power is used to make weak person grow in life, not subdue or dominate. As soon as we do that, Krishna will take away that power. That's what he did with Hiranyakashipu, that's what he did with Kamsa, that's what he did with Ravan, that's what he did with all Asuras. So with every facility or power or position comes responsibility, and we should be trained in that responsibility. And like Hanuman, we should always know, I am servant of Ram. This power is not mine, this is belonging to Ram, belonging to Krishna, and I am a servant. So never think I am anything other than. I am temple president, I am head of department, I am temple commander, I am preacher, I am kirtanier, I am a lecturer, I am a speaker, I am a pujari, I am an organizer. No, I am servant of Krishna. That is the only understanding we should have about ourselves. Anything else is illusion. So I am servant of Krishna and I am serving all the devotees. So if I have power, still I am servant of Krishna. I am serving all the devotees. I am sitting and giving lecture. Doesn't mean I am greater than other people. I am servant and my service is to speak. Right? My service is to engage other devotees in the temple. But that's my service. I am a servant of all the devotees. So whatever we get, we should understand I am servant of Krishna. I am controller, I am creator, I am enjoyer, I am maintainer. Then we are finished. If that happens, then Krishna will take away the power. But that will be very painful. So we should get educated of how to utilize our power so that we don't commit offenses.
And so we just
Can I tell you one story in this?
Yes.
From Ramayana? So, of course, when Lord Ramchandra come back and he is ruling the kingdom, once one dog comes to the assembly and the dog says in a human voice, I have a complaint. Take me to Lord Ramchandra. I want justice. So they bring the dog. And the dog says, look, there is a sadhu here. He hit me with his stick. So I have a complaint. My head is bleeding. So Lord Ramchandra told his ministers to call this fellow. The sadhu came. They asked the sadhu, The sadhu said, look, I just took bath and I was going to the temple to perform puja and this dog is sitting right on the street and there is no way to go and he is not listening. So I hit him with a stick and he left so I could go for my puja. Sadhu was very angry. He explained the whole thing. So the dog said, look, I was sleeping because I was tired and he hit me with the stick. He could have told me to go and I would have gone. So they were presenting their case. So all the ministers and all were surprised now how to give justice here. First of all, you cannot punish a Brahmana. You cannot punish a sadhu. Kshatriya cannot punish a Brahmana. So the Lord Ram asked ministers what to do. Minister said, my dear Lord, we are confused. We don't know what to do. We have never heard such a case and we cannot give a punishment to a sadhu. But the dog is correct. He was sleeping. He could have told him to move, but instead of telling him to move, he hit him with a stick. So that is wrong. But you are Supreme Personality of Godhead, you are independent, you can punish, so you decide. So Lord Ramchandra said, okay, let the dog decide what punishment to give. So they asked the dog, what you want us to do with this sadhu? He said, make him temple president. And he was made the temple president, Mathadish. And he went, the dog went happily. The ministers asked Lord Ramchandra, this is very surprising, how this is punishment. He said, call the dog, he will explain you. Then they called the dog. He said, please explain, how do you think this is a punishment? The dog said, last life I was temple president. And I used to be very angry on devotees. And because of that I became a dog. So he is very angry, he becomes temple president, he will become a dog. That is his punishment. Right? So if you cannot handle power, that's very dangerous. Okay?
I just I just think that how we know that we are in the illusion. Some like in a dream, also we don't know unless someone wakes up, right? So if we are in that illusion, how do we? What are the checkpoints which we can think that yes, I am in an illusion and I'm not in real world.
This question is a checkpoint. Otherwise, you will not have this question. You got me? If you are in reality, you will not have a question. No? If you are not dreaming, you are awake. Will you ask whether I am dreaming? If you are not sleeping, you are awake. Will you have a question whether I am sleeping? You are with me? Only a person in illusion will have a question like that. A person awake will not have a question. So you don't have to worry about it at all. 100% we are in illusion. You don't have to worry about it. And if you have a doubt, it's more clear that we are in illusion, because a person who is not in illusion will not have a doubt whether he is in illusion or not. Right? So we are 100% in illusion. Only process to come out is to follow this process of Bhagavatam. So one day we'll come out of illusion gradually. So till we have this understanding, I, me, my, mine, to any material object or designation, that is illusion. मैं और मेरा, I am so and so, my so and so, that is illusion. Unless we come out of this I, me, my, mine, we cannot come out of illusion. So we have to come out of this. A very clear understanding, I am servant of Krishna. That's self-realization. That's reality. That's beyond illusion. Okay? Yes.
Ji, I wanted to ask you, was Hanumanji always a devotee of Lord Ram in his previous lives also? Or did he meet Lord Ram the first time when he was helping with the rescue, or did he know him before? And what was their previous relationship?
Previous life or previous birth?
Both, I guess. Within that life previously, if they knew.
No, there is no previous birth.
Okay.
Just like Lord Ram came, Lord Lakshman came, Mother Sita came from the spiritual world, Hanuman also came from spiritual world to assist in the pastime. So he is eternally liberated. In his previous life, he had, of course, same devotion and remembrance, but he didn't make it public. When he met Lord Ramchandra, he made it public. That he is my master.
So in his heart, he always
Yes.
had that devotion.
Eternally. They came from the spiritual world to perform a pastime. Okay. Next question. Yes.
But Hanumanji is still there, right?
Hanuman is still there. What is but doing there?
Sorry?
What is the word but doing in that statement?
No, I didn't use the word but.
So then Hanuman is still there. I thought you used the word but.
No, I wanted to know, like, he's there, so is there any specific service that he has?
Hanuman has some service. I am forgetting it. Yeah, he is here to protect the devotees. He is here to protect the devotees, and he wants to be here till the holy name of Ram is being chanted here. So that is his preaching. He blesses the devotees who chant the name of Ram. So he is here to protect the devotees.
Is that for the full day of Brahma or just this particular concept?
I don't know. I don't remember reading that. Vyasdev here is here to start the Satyuga till the end of Kali Yuga. Hanuman, I think he will be here till the universe, the holy name of Ram is chanted in this universe. Next question. Yeah.
Well, you mentioned that we should always be humble, but sometimes it becomes difficult to ascertain when we have to be humble and when we have to be firm in dealings with others. So,
No, humility and being firm is not opposite. You can be humble and firm both. If it is regarding service, then what service needs to be done for the pleasure of Guru, Krishna, Prabhupada, we have to firmly do it at the same time. Behave humbly for getting others' cooperation. So even if there is a doubt whether to be humble or not, the answer is to be humble. Humility can solve all the problems. That should be our primary strategy. By being humble, at least we protect ourselves from Vaishnava Aparad and Vaishnava etiquette, against going Vaishnava etiquette. Okay? Being firm is okay. Prabhupada was so firm, but that's not against humility. Yes.
Sometimes humility outside world is considered as a weakness. So you have to be exactly opposite of a devotee outside and then come back. That will be difficult to follow both.
In fact, no. There is a very big management consultant who wrote a book From Good to Great. I'm forgetting his name. So he did around 12 years research to find out which companies and which leaders have survived over the time. And then he found out 4 styles of leadership. He categorized all the leadership in the corporates into 4 types. Aggressive, passive, whatever. And he made analysis which companies, which leaders come into this and how many years they survived. And then he said, our research found out that those who survive long term are not of these 4 types. They are very special, very different. And you will be surprised to know what is the 5th type. He said humility. Actual corporate book. I almost did a PhD in that. Said only those leaders who were different from these 4 types and completely contrary to what is perceived notion of a leader, a dominator, a controller, is one who has humility. He is the one who consistently survived in the corporate world. I can give you the name of that author. Just one search will be. So, in corporate they have realized humility is what can make and break. And there are examples given in that book. Very humble leaders have survived. So yes, it may be challenging. And humility doesn't mean weakness, or humility doesn't mean I can't defend myself, I can't protect myself, I cannot stand on a principle of truth. No, that is not humility. Humility means there's something more valuable than me. So if the principle of truth is more valuable than you, you are standing for the principle, not for yourself. Right? Nevertheless, in your office situation, you deal what is best standard available, without damaging our consciousness, without unnecessarily becoming angry, revengeful, envious, negative quality or negative behavior. Right? So if you are in mode of goodness, it works out. Okay? Yes, sir.
Thank you really for a wonderful class. Is there a relation between Hanuman, obviously in the Dasya Rasa, to Lord Ram or Vishnu, and also the Garuda? Because I think it's also in Chaitanya Bhagavad Chaitamrita, there's a mention of Murari Gupta. Once it said that he was Garuda, and in the past time when he's actually taking Chaitanya Mahaprabhu on his shoulder. But there's also mention of that actually he is the incarnation of Hanuman. So is there a relation between Garuda and Hanumanji?
Well, no, there is no relation. Both are servants of the Lord, and both have done the service of carrying the Lord. Garuda eternally carries Lord Vishnu. Hanuman multiple times carried Lord Ram. So as carriers, their both names is there as carriers. So they have a common service. But Hanuman is something more than that also. As carriers, they have common service. And Murari Gupta is popularly known as Hanuman. And in Chaitanya Leela, many devotees came as a combination of two or more devotees as well. So that's all. Okay, we end here. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.